So the next thing that happened on Friday Night SmackDown, it was a one-on-one match. It was the main event. But before we talk about the main event, we got to talk about what happened backstage. Now we see Adam Pearce backstage in his office, and then Bianca Belair comes up, and Bianca was pretty much was talking to Adam Pearce, and Adam Pearce mentioned about the match for next week between Charlotte Flair and Asuka, talking about how, Bianca says she was going to be at ringside. He wants to know, like, was she, like, interfering? Bianca was like, no, I won't interfere unless they try to do something to me. And then I wanted to defend myself, and Adam Pearce was like, that's understandable, but I think that you should not be at ringside to not interfere in this match at all. And Bianca was like, I just want to be front, back in line so nobody skips me. And Adam Pearce was like, I get that, but, this is a big match and we can't have you doing that. And Bianca pretty much got mad and stuff and just walked out. So, yeah, that's what happened there. But then we get to the main event. It was Solo Sikoa with Paul Heyman at ringside versus Sheamus one-on-one in the main event for tonight's episode of SmackDown. This match was a pretty good match. Solo was going after Sheamus's back majority of the time in this match. We see Sheamus actually hit white noise onto Solo, and he pinned Solo 1, 2, Solo barely kicking out at 2. Solo was fighting back a lot of times in this match. Sheamus was holding on to his back, and Sheamus was trying to hit the high cross onto Solo, but Solo gets off of his shoulders, pretty much super kicks Sheamus in the spine, and then Sheamus turns around, he gets hit with a Samoan spike, and Sheamus got knocked out the ring. Solo goes out there, grabs Sheamus, and hits spinning Solo onto him on the announce table. Now, the table didn't break or anything, and then he places Sheamus sitting down pretty much at the barricade. Solo goes to one side, he just runs and hits that hip attack onto Sheamus through the barricade, laying him out, and then the referee called for the match. So yeah, Solo Sikoa defeated Sheamus tonight on SmackDown by calling off the match. And then after the match ended, a bunch of security guards and referees is checking on Sheamus, and then Solo starts attacking the security guards, throwing him around, hitting some more spikes onto him, and then he was about to attack Sheamus up until Jimmy and Jay, the Usos, come out. Solo gets into the ring, the Usos gets into the ring with him, all of them starts brawling with each other. Solo's trying to fight back, but then he gets hit with a super kick by Jay, and then Jimmy hits a super kick onto Solo, and then they both hit a double super kick onto Solo, laying him out. And then the Usos just staring at Paul Heyman, and then they turn around, Solo's on his knees, and then he gets hit with another double super kick by the Usos, and Paul Heyman's on the phone with Roman Reigns, and then the Usos climb up the top turnbuckle, and they jump off, hitting the double Uso splash onto Solo Sikoa, laying him out. So yeah, that's what happened there. Pretty good stuff though. For a match, what happened after the match, I'll give it 3.5 stars. That's what I'll give it. That was match of the night for me. But yeah, for tonight's episode, Friday Night SmackDown, I'll give it 7.5 stars. That's why I'll give it. It was an okay episode. But yeah, that's why I'll give tonight's episode. But yeah, subscribe to TNW Wrestling on YouTube, subscribe to my other channel, Word of Chris, and subscribe to this channel, Chris Videos, and follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and both of my TikToks. I'll be down there in the description box, and I'll see you guys later for tomorrow night's AEW Collision reviews and this Sunday's Forbidden Door reviews. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Until then.